Well, we didn't come up yesterday like we were going to. They said it was going to rain, and it did rain here. It's very wet, very puddly. Didn't rain much in the city though. So anyhow, we're here and we've got stuff to do, but we've got minor stuff to do and a lot of it. We've got to weed eat around those pallets of wood because the grass is like 1.5 feet tall all around the pallets. And we don't want the wood inside the pallets to, get moisture. So we need to get that all away from there. Also, I didn't finish weed eating around Lee's shop, so we want to take care of that. But the last time I weed eated in the animal cage, or pen I should say, was a few weeks back. And last week, or the last video maybe that you saw me mowing, I mentioned that we needed to do this. Well, we're looking at 1.5 feet tall of grass in this area too. And so little animals like cats and little dogs, they're just getting soaked. So we need to get this weed eated and get it down, get it reasonable for the animals so that they are comfortable out here in this pen area. And other things we want to take care of today is we're going to run into town where the storage unit is and get a file cabinet and maybe a couple of other things out of the storage unit and bring it back here this morning. And then also we're going to run a line down the property line on that south side that Lee took care of when he used the tractor. So we've got a nice clean line. We're going to put the lines there, and so we have a fence line so we can start putting the fence posts in on that side. I'm not sure if we're going to get to fence posts today or what, but we will do whatever we can in that regard. And there were a few other things we mentioned and that we want to take care of today. We need to check the weather to see if it's going to rain tomorrow. If it rains tomorrow, it'll be all indoor stuff. Oh, also, we want to get some paint. So if we're going into town, we probably should pick up the paint so Lee can finish the shop floor so we can get those shelves and things and start organizing his shop. So a lot of little things that we want to take care of. And then, of course, if time allows, we can start putting up trim and that kind of stuff, barring that it's not going to rain and we have enough time to open the tarps for the wood and then put them back. That kind of depends on the time frame of how all these little projects go. We found out that little projects tend to take way longer than we think they ought to. Everything we do actually takes longer than we think it should, but we adapt to that and we just change our plans. And so, thanks for watching. Time to go to the city. Actually, it's just a little bitty town. So, going to the little bitty town because the city's too far away.
Hi, welcome back to the homestead. Thanks for watching. We are on our way into town. We need to get some propane. I've been putting that off for a while. Well, not putting it off as much as I've stopped by twice to get propane, and the place I get propane from has been out. It concerns me a little, but so we're going to try today in our town over here. We're also going to go to Lowe's and get some paint so I can finish painting the garage floor so we can get that organized today. And we're going to the storage shed to pick up a filing cabinet, I think, and maybe something else. We'll see. Thanks for coming along. All right, we made it. We chose to go to the storage unit first because it was the farthest one out. Then we'll get the other stuff we need on the way back in town. Was really happy to find out that all that rain and stuff, they've got good drainage here, so there's no big giant puddles, and we were able to get to the storage unit out here. Alrighty, we came for a filing cabinet. We got a full truckload. That Brenda. Okay, I got boxes too. Okay, well, we left. That doesn't matter when we left. This took 2 hours. We didn't think it'd take anywhere near that. It's already noon, so the day's wasting away fast. And we still have 2 more stops to make before we can go home. So, let's get on it.
Okay, we've arrived at Lowe's. Now it's time to get the paint. We were over there to get the propane and no go. We can't get the propane. They didn't say they were out of propane. They said they think their counter was messed up, so they can't sell it. Either way, we didn't get the propane. Let's get the paint.
Alrighty, well, we just burned up another hour here at Lowe's. They were kind of busy. We looked through the vegetables. They didn't really have, well, they had everything, but their prices were sharp. So Brenda talked to some folks, suggested we go on over to Atwood's. They're cheaper there, so we're gonna go get something to eat and make a decision on that. Well, we decided on Taco Bell for lunch, and now we're headed to Atwood's.
Oh, there's all the plants. Okay, you guys, we just bought 18 plants, garden plants, for $18. Over there at Lowe's, $5 a piece. We would have only gotten 4 for $20, and here we got 18 for $18. Score. However, it's been another hour. We are not going to get any work done today. On our way home now.
Okay, we made it back from shopping. We normally do our shopping at night after we've done our work day. Today we decided to do it first. We now know why we don't do it first, because 4 hours and 45 minutes later, we're finally back home. And there's not a whole lot of day left to do the stuff that we need to do. But that's okay. We had a nice time. It was a beautiful day. Got a really good deal on some stuff and not so good deal on other stuff. So we're going to get on to it now. First, though, we got to let the dog out. I don't think he's happy that he's been locked up for 4 hours.
Okay, one of the first things we have to do since we're back is take care of the weeding inside the fence area so the dog can move about without having grass that goes clear past his chin. And so we're going to start there right here, and then we're just going to keep this area going until this whole thing's cleaned. We also have to do the outside of the fence because I never did it, and the weeds are pretty high on the outside as well. And then we'll move to the next task. First things first. Okay, as I dumped that over the fence, it dawned on me I should have dumped that really wet grass in the mulch bin. And so I think I'm gonna do that, is gonna go ahead and leave this, I don't know, maybe I should rake this grass up because it's just wet grass now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and rake and get the grass picked up, and then I'll take it to the mulch bin.
All right, well, we got to do this around the pallets and the big pallet of lumber. So the weed eating continues. And that's the one problem with electric weed eaters or cordless, is they just die.
Okay, I just did what you'd call a light raking, where I just took the top part and just pulled it. And as you can see, I've got a, well, maybe you can't see it, right there in this, nope, sorry, right there next to the box, huge pile. I'll take that to the mulch bin. Looks like Lee's done weed eating for the moment. Okay, off to the mulch bin.
Well, I'm going to run the property line right now. Run the string that'll give us the line to let us know where to put the fence posts. It's kind of a marking line. I thought I was just going to come over and tie it off and run it down to the other T-post, but we never put a T-post in on this side. And I've got to clear some brush and trees and stuff, little tiny ones, before I can do that. So we might as well get started. It's not exactly on the property line. It's actually a hair out from it. There's a huge tree root right on the property line, so there's kind of no way for me to peg it there. So I'll peg it to the outside, and just remember that when I'm drilling the posts, to just drill them in about 4 inches. That should take care of it. So let's get on with running line. Alright, well, I've got the line run, but I got down to the east end of the property line, and realized that the T-post that I drove here is outside the property line and behind it. So it's kind of a bad thing. So I'm going to have to pull that T-post up, go get my T-post driver, and drive it in the correct place. It needs to be on the property line or just a hair on our side. So I'll take care of that post haste. Alright, that little task is done. The line is run down the property line, and I can start setting the fence posts, I guess. That would be the next logical thing. Just dawned on me, the T-post that I put on the front part of the property, I put right on the property line. That's exactly where I need a fence post. I should have done like I did over there on the north side and put it about 3 feet out, and then put the fence post where it's supposed to be. I guess I'm going to have to fix that before I start driving fence posts. Well, there you go. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Come on back anytime to the homestead. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, the notification bell, share it with your friends. Leave us a comment. We love comments. And questions. Fire those questions. Brenda and I were talking. We're probably going to have not a Q&A, well, I guess a Q&A. We're going to answer a bunch of questions that have been coming through on the channel and see if we can give you just a little more insight into who we are and what we're doing.